Day 40. I'm already out and about. Just a little up the trail, though, to get away from all the tents. I'm having a rough day. I feel under the weather. There's definitely something going on with me. But, we'll fight it and deny it, and it'll go away. But, yeah, I'm feeling a little weak and nauseous and such. So I'm playing the two-step steak shuffle. The other day I lost a steak, found a steak. This morning the wind ripped my tarp up again. I don't know what's up with that. I've been hit with wind all night. It didn't seem like a particularly strong gust or anything. Boom, all my steaks are up. And I lost two this time. I can't just scan around with my bright light. It chucks them far. The whole thing just gets ripped up and it's up in the air. So Lord knows how far those steaks go. They could land yards away. So I found one or two. Yeah, I found two. But two were missing. So I have enough steaks to stake everything down, but I got to keep my eye out for more of them, man, if I'm going to be doing this every couple of days. Oh, man. Okay, so we're like 15 miles to Franklin and then a long hitch in. But I have to do it because the NOC is another like 2 days down that, and I don't have that much food. All right. Let's go climb some hills. I was able to choke a banana down that I got from Trail Magic yesterday. I was worried about eating it because I hate when I eat something and then vomit it up just a little bit later. Like I carried that. I hate wasting my coffee like that too. There's got to be something now, At least the weather's pretty chill right now. So there's that. Losing a couple steaks is no real big deal. I got extras. Maybe the trail's just trying to lighten me up. I just feel like I'm losing stuff all the time. Hell, smoke them if you got them. Maybe a little safety meeting will help calm my stomach down or something. Can't really hurt. Oh, it's nice not to have wind just beating me up all day. No spider eyes yet. That cold snap must have got them all, man. There'll be more. Okay, so stress of getting into, is it Lincoln? No, it's not Lincoln, but it did, I don't know, close enough. Franklin, there we go. I gotta charge my batteries, all that fun stuff, and try to find a place to upload. I'm gonna get in tonight, maybe find a place, crash next to it, weather is good. Do my usual thing. Or maybe run into a group of people who are getting a room and split it. I'm cool with that. But I've already had rooms to myself, 4 times in 6 weeks? Yeah. What am I, glamping or something, man? I don't work like that. But I did it. We all saw it. Getting soft. Spooky tree tunnel. Everything's dead, man. Sure looks dead. There's a random fork in the road. I have to assume this is going to a view. Might as well go check it out because it's dark. The views are always better at night. There's a lot of people out there. It's not a city, it's definitely just a town or the outskirts of a city, maybe, I'm not sure. I see lights going off in all directions. Let's even get a picture of Scorpius again. I'm just impressed about the amount of light this thing can pick up when I take a picture. Camera phones have come a really long way. I wonder if it actually pick up the color in like Orion's shoulder, like that's a bright red star. Like, would this thing capture the reds of it? I didn't look close enough at the stars because, I'm looking on a screen, of course, small screen. Didn't notice to see if any of the stars are different colors in any of the pictures I took. Just a deep, dark tunnel. You can't tell how far back it goes. Bam! Oh yeah, I can. I can see all the way in there. This thing shines like justice through the dark. Choop, 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 choop. What? What? One of these days I'm going to get me one of them really powerful lasers that you can see from like 70 miles away. Seems like it'd be fun for nights. And I already have all these other electronics I need to charge. I should definitely carry more. It only makes sense. Those lasers are like $300-400 last I checked. That was years ago. Waiting for them to come out with a white handheld laser. But to get a white laser, you have to mix all the other colors of lasers together. And they don't have that in a handheld device yet. Yeah, that's not inspiring. Toilet area? Not even an area telling you where a toilet area is. Maybe it's down this weird path. There is a path here. I wouldn't go down there. Pretty sure I hear running water down there. Could be wind. Toilet area. What are we in the Smokies? They just do that. It's a toilet area, and there's an area off to the right. Curious what it looks like now. Last time it was just a poo field. People didn't even bother burying it anymore. Just toilet paper and poo as far as the eye can see. No, thank you, sir. Betty CR Gap. CR. I don't know. County Road is the only thing I can think of. That'd be a weird name for a gap. One of the guys at camp last night was like, hey, you know what I just figured out today? I was like, when there's two blazes, the one's to the right, you go right, and the one's to the left, you go left. I was like, you made it this far, all those contextual clues, and you just figured that out. We're at like mile 100 right now. Betty CR Gap TR. It's a whole lot of letters. I believe that is my way. There's a blaze. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Oh, humans. Mooney Gap. M-O-O-N spells Appalachian Trail. Sun is about to come up. Yeah, you can see the light a little bit on the horizon. I don't know if there's necessarily a viewpoint, but I am headed uphill. I generally kind of lead to viewpoints. See if we happen to stumble across a nice sunrise today. This was my water source, the ever-flowing culvert. It just kind of disappears into the hill. Seems like good, clean water to me. There is a fire tower in 1.6, but it's like, 900 feet uphill. And we have a slight red glow going on the horizon, so there's no way I'm making it there in time. So I ain't even gonna worry about that. But we'll have coffee there or something. If something does happen, I do have a view of it. Ugh. I decided to walk and filter at the same time. So slow, and I just feel like sitting there for like a half hour. Looking out, thinking, wow, that's pretty beautiful. And I'm hearing dripping noises, and I look down, and I realize the only thing holding this up right now are all these trees, man. Like, I can't see the edge of the dirt. It goes up under. I can see way down there. I can hear it dripping, telling me that it's concave. Yeah, this whole hillside's gonna slide off eventually. That's a little too steep. Well, that was not much of a sunrise, was it? That was it. That's all the colors you're getting. Hope the fire tower is unlocked and nobody is sleeping in it. And I'm gonna wake them up. Especially if I climb all the way up something and find you're in there. I ain't turning around. I'll make you a cup of coffee too. I'm a nice guy. But I'm not going away. I was wrong. One more burst of color. Today's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Let's go chief out a fire tower and make some coffee and oats. Thinking I should be able to see it soon. Maybe it's too far away. Too many trees in the way. Peek of view. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there it is. I was on the wrong mountain. Next one over. Man, I gotta walk up that. Oh man. I guess. Look at that. They built the stairs. A rope to hold on to and everything. Ooh. Ooh. That is pretty steep. Some of these marks are definitely new. Somebody got a mini jackhammer for Christmas, and they came out here and made all sorts of, I guess, footholds. Ooh, they're like little mini wildcats. Whew. Oh, I gotta be almost there. I think they went overboard. These aren't even needed, man. And it's just a little rock. What were these ones about? Extra traction or something? Yeah, I don't understand. Look at how deep that thing is. Was that necessary? All the way up. This ass smells fire. I see some out there. See if we can zoom in on it, because it's doing that thing where its smoke is hitting an invisible ceiling and then just fanning out from there. Enhance. Oh yeah, that is nice up here. That's beautiful. Let's climb that fire tower. Bet it's even better up there. I hope you can get into it. Such a waste when you can't. I need to bring a lockpick with me. They make some really small, lightweight ones nowadays. And it'd probably come in handy a bunch of times. I'm fairly certain this thing was locked last time. I mean, there's hikers over here. Why would they not be up in there if it was accessible? See, I'm gonna go with, oh yeah, hey, 100 miles. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you can't get in there. Keep trying to look for the door, but the stairs are in my way. I'm gonna ask those guys before I climb it. Yeah, he tried to tell me, no, you can go to the top. But I was like, the top? He's like, well, most of the way. I was like, can you get into the most important part on the top? He's like, no, that's locked. I was like, then it's locked, man. Don't feed me some shit. Like, no, you still go up there. The view's even better. The view is not better from like 15 feet up, man. It looks just like this. All right. Let's get off this cold rock and find a less windy place to make some coffee. That's not the right way. Move down here. Brr. Ooh, this side of the hill's colder than the other side. I think I heard sounds of a hiker behind me. I think I heard the sound of a trekking pole click off a rock. I don't see anybody. But even though I can do more miles than these peeps, it's not like I'm really faster than most peeps. Some of them, I've gotten comments like, "Oh, you're fast." And I was like, "You'll be here." I was like, "I'm considered slow in the hiking world." I was like, "I just got some decent trail legs going on right now, so it makes me seem fast." I'm like, "You will get here, or better." Getting to my speed is just aiming low, I think, for most people. I'm cruising, man. I'm not in a race, except when I am. But that's not very often. Not my jam. You know, I never did get that second coffee. I feel gypped. I guess I should look at the map and see if there's anything interesting I can park it at. I mean, I can always just sit here on the side of the trail, but I mean, come on, man. I want to sit in the back of a shelter and put my thing in the very corner and use a tiny amount of fuel. I cooked my dinner last night on an open fire. My cup has all sorts of new black marks on it. I haven't used my cup at a fire in a while. Wondering how much of that tar on there is original AT tar, because that cup's been with me the whole time. And the AT is the only trail out of them that you really build fires on. Well, because so many other people do. And I'm cheap. So I'll almost always use your fire to heat my water instead of my fuel. And sure, it saves me all of what, like 50 cents or something? Probably not even that. But it adds up. I left my first comment on gut hooks on the AT. I figured, why bother on this trail? I mean, for one thing, there's water everywhere, so nobody needs a water update. And there's so many people that will be doing it and want to do it that I'm just not needed. I generally only comment when I think my comment is needed. Updating, it's been a while, something like that. So I did comment on Albert Mountain Lookout Tower, just so people know it's locked. Because had I known it was locked, and I thought it was, so I was like, why didn't I go up there the first time? I'm like, I probably did walk all the way up there, but god damn, it's locked. Probably walked up there with my backpack on too, because I'm a dummy like that. But there's a road that leads around the mountain. You know, you have to climb the damn thing. I'd have taken that had I been 100% sure that it was locked. I guess I could have scrolled through the comments and whatnot. I didn't care that much. But who didn't want to hang out in a nice fire lookout and watch the sun rise? I mean, it had already risen, but it was still rising. I had some coffee. In a nice windless, semi-warm environment. I like all these introductory green tunnels. And get you used to it a little bit at a time. So just, you know, you don't really notice. And then all of a sudden, you're in a green tunnel forever. You're like, how did this happen? Where did this come from? I believe that tick's head from like a month ago is still in my leg. Right, because it keeps itching, but I mostly ignore it just because it's in an inconvenient spot to scratch. I've got to bend all the way over, lift up a pant leg or two, you know, get in there. And I don't really have nails. So scratching doesn't do a whole lot for me anyway. A lot of times I just kick stuff, you know. Just kick it. That works good enough. But this time it was itching real good, so I was like, I gotta look at it. And it doesn't, there's no signs when you look at it, it's normal, but if you touch it, there's definitely something under the skin. There's a mass. And now I'm personally hoping to squeeze it and have a big tick head pop out just all over the place, because I'm gross like that, and I would just be like, goosh, if that happened. Let me tell you, I love popping something. And if a foreign body came out at the same time, that just sounds fun. But I'm sick like that. Right now it's just itchy and annoying. When I get somewhere, I'm going to inspect this thing and dig at it a little bit, because I'm a digger as well. I have a hard time leaving a wound alone. Oh, that's a nice camp spot. Does it have a view? It does not, but it's kind of sheltered. I like that. I gotta force myself to take a break. I'm like 8 miles in and I haven't rested yet. I just don't really need it that much anymore. There's ups and downs, you know, I kind of rest on the down. But there's a shelter coming up, and we know I like cooking in a shelter. So I figure I'll stop there, even though it's a little late. I'm gonna have a late second coffee and some oats, because, you know, that's stuff I have plenty of. Might as well make it disappear. And, you know, sit down, filter some water, all that fun stuff. Oh no, I already filtered water, huh? I've been carrying around extra water on me. I don't even have to bother filtering water. See, it wasn't even a plan, but it all came together. Listen to all the happy birds. Nice. Just passed some ladies that still looked clean and well put together, so I assume they're not through hiking. And they're going the opposite direction. But, you know, they're like, how's your morning? I was like, oh man, it's been great. And I was like, except, you know, that fire tower's locked. I was like, why would you like? And they're like, what? It's locked. That's where we're headed. I was like, that is, we don't even know if we want to go there anymore. Thanks for the information. Like, yep, just do them apart. You know, better to find out now than later. And I still got to go up it, of course. I have to assume it's right freaking there. And I'm assuming it's at least a mile or so to the next road. I don't know, they had pretty big packs out, man. They might have been out here for a day or two. This is a pretty interesting shelter, because shelters don't need all the vertical room, so they made room. And one comes up to here, and then you got a whole nother one up in beyond. That makes sense. I mean, you don't need to stand up in there. You crawl in there, you sleep, and, you know, one and done. You can fit twice as many hikers in. I like this. Good concept. Need to get me somewhere to stash my coffee. Almost there. And some oats. He's coming up all sorts of close to me. He's like, I ain't scared of you. They should be. They just fly away. Somebody came over here and Took an angle grinder and got rid of most of the graffiti all over this thing. I'm a big fan of that. Cleaned up a lot of spots. Did my good deed for the day. There was a lady here. She did not sleep in the shelter. She slept at the shelter. She made sure to tell me. So her name is Neighbor. She's got to be, I don't know, early 80s. I'm bad with age, but somewhere right in there. But during our conversation, she made mention that she had a lot of garbage because she moves really slow. So I was like, I will take your garbage down the hill for you. I was like, I'll be in town today, man. I was like, it's not that big of a deal for me. But yeah, it was her on trail magic. You know, it means a lot to people, just the little things. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to try to do little things like that for people that, kind of might need it. Why not? I don't do much good in the world, but I do little bits here and there. Balance it out. I sat there for a good 45 minutes. Definitely got a break in. Enjoyed my coffee. I'm in no hurry. Get to Franklin, get like two days worth of food, I'm thinking. And then, oh no, I need a little more than that, huh? I need Franklin all the way to Fontana Dam. I don't think there's much at the NOC, so just plan on hitting that restaurant up and cruising through. Oh, that sunshine feels great. Ah, instantaneous. Ah. Oh, that is good stuff. Let's just stop here for a second. Okay, that's nice. I feel rejuvenated and caffeinated. Oh, there's a big tree in our way. I ran into Neighbor again. Turns out she's got her own little YouTube channel going on too. Oh, damn. Curious how she's going to get over this. I'm going to stop. She might want some help. I'm not even going to offer it, but she just might because this is well above my belly button height. Okay, so glad I hung around. There was no way she was getting over that without me. It was hard for me to get over. That thing was really tall and really round. Nothing to grip onto. I mean, I didn't do much for her. I took her pack. And then when she kind of started mounting it, I just let her hold my hand and she pulled herself over. So it's just nothing but a steadying force. Something to grab. Yeah, that was a beast of a tree. That it was. That poor woman would have been stuck there till the next hiker came along. How unfortunate would that be? Hope I run into her again right when she needs me. I would love to be that guy for her. Trail has been rather wet today. I don't know if this is from the rain or is this the huge around here. But it started off like that. Walking through huge moving puddles. Man, this side of the mountain is cruisy. Somebody came along and did a lot of work. Trails aren't naturally this flat. And put me in town a little bit earlier, maybe, depending on how long this lasts. Make Neighbor's life a little easier too. She was worried about being able to make it to the next shelter. She's pretty much trying to shelter hop. But this next one's 12 miles. That's a bit out of her range. But maybe not if it's all cruisy like this. I mean, she's made it this far. Some of that stuff's pretty rugged. We are Glass Mine Gap. Oh, look at the views. The leaves are beautiful though. Very spear shaped. You can see where people camp here all the time with all the flat spots. On a good day, I can see how this would be a great spot. Other than lack of water, but you carry that. I'm still defrosting. Like when I get these little patches of sun, I do think, With the last shelter, I made the wise choice to pull off all of my layers, go to bare minimum, in hopes that the day would become slightly less windy and a little bit warmer. And so far, so good. Didn't you realize there was a shelter coming up? I'm probably not going down to visit it because, I already have my copy and everything. No real reason to. Turns out I was doing neighbor less of a favor than I thought. There's garbage cans right here, man. I was not expecting those. Hell, they might even be on the map, but I wouldn't have clicked on something that looks like a garbage can symbol. Maybe I would. Groovy. And since I had to stop and take out the pack, I might as well kick back and have a little safety meeting. There's a nice railing to sit on. Can you see the amount of tiny bugs in my face? It's gnat season. Everybody's had a cloud of them around them, but I don't know if it's the glasses that's protecting me. Yeah, because they land on it. But they're not getting in my eyeballs yet. But I have a plan for this. I don't have the materials yet, but I have a plan for this. Yeah, we're headed to Whining Stair right now. We got 3.7. According to Neighbor, there is a shuttle that regularly just arrives. And I believe one of the times she mentioned was 3 o'clock because she had taken a picture of their schedule. Convenient. Which gives me almost a mile an hour to make it there. So I think we'll be good regardless. And then we deal with finding a place to charge, looking for Wi-Fi, the usual game in town. It's nice when things work out. Let's see how it goes. Well, they really make water gathering convenient here. Like half a copper pipe. Nice. Where did all the bird song go? It's been eerily quiet for like an hour. Maybe longer, just an hour that I've noticed. I don't see an impending storm or anything. The skies look nice. Less than a mile to go and all downhill. Winding Stair Gap. Wonder where the transport drops me off. I'm hoping it's the Ingalls. That's where the last one did. That's where a hiker needs to go. You got a grocery store, I want it. The NOC, or not the NOC, but Fontana Dam is about 60 miles up from here. That's roughly 3 days of food. Pick that up, and if I don't find Wi-Fi, try to get back out to the trail as quick as I can. I'd like to not be stuck in town overnight. Damn. I'd like to not be stuck in town overnight unless there's Wi-Fi. If I'm actually uploading, I'll stay. Fuck, I'll stay 2 days. I get to know where I have to be. But if not, I want to just jump back on the trail and keep on going. Especially while the weather's this nice. Oh my god, I've made it. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Winding stairs. And there were some stairs, I give it that. I appreciate them. The road is just right on the other side of this hill. I didn't grab any water. I probably should have, but that looks like that'd be water right there, huh? I think I'm hearing it. Sometimes it's really hard to tell the difference between wind and water. But that sounds like water. Good, because I was like, screw it, I'm going into town. I don't feel like filtering. But then as I walked away, I tapped the bottle on my chest and I was like, ooh, I am really low. If I got to sit down here and wait for a few hours, I'm going to be uncomfortable. And I don't like being uncomfortable. Yeah, that's definitely water. Groovy. Worst case scenario, I can grab some of that. So I'm all fresh and washed here at Lightning's Hiker Haven. He picked us up on the side of the road and he's like, hey man, I'll take you into town for 15, drop you back off for 15. He's like, but if you stay with me, all that's included, and I feed you breakfast, I feed you dinner, laundry, all that stuff for 60 bucks, 50 something, 60 bucks we'll call it. That's what I gave him and told him to keep the change. So that totally works for me. I am down with that. His Wi-Fi sucks, so he says he's working on that. He's like, oh no, I think I can fix it. I got something going on. I was like, okay, man, cool. Push some buttons, do what you can. I was like, because I would love to get something up. I might be able to get one to upload, maybe at the speeds they're going, but more than likely it's going so slow that it'll say upload failed at like 3 a.m. and one won't get out. But I'm trying, man. We're going to the store right now so I can get my 3 days of resupply. So right after breakfast in the morning, I can get dropped back off on the trail and keep on trucking north. Good times, man. He happened to be there, you know. There's all sorts of trail magic down there. Shit, I forgot. So the picture that girl is Wolf. She was out there doing like stretching massage and stuff like that, and also had like snacks and alcohol. And then there was the other cats, and I don't remember their names anymore because it's been a minute. But they had like bratwursts and things like that. I was really kick ass. What was his name? Low Tech. There we go, Low Tech. He hiked the year I did, but he was way faster than me. He's like, oh yeah, I began this month, and it was like 3 months later he was done. I was like, oh no, I was on the slow roll, man. No, we never would have intersected. All right, so let's go off to the store, get some resupply, come back here, and hopefully we can upload. Cross your fingers.